next however many days. I'm a nurse, so it is second nature to be compassionate and to be hands-on and to make a difference and put your skills to use where it's needed. So I can try to do my best and help the people over there. I am going to be at the airport in a few hours to see the team that I am a part of to go to the Philippines. Passport?
During this time, it was in 2004 where the tsunami hit in Sri Lanka, and we had staff who were there on the ground and working with the nurses unions in Sri Lanka, and they contacted us, and we were able to work with our sister unions in Sri Lanka and send a few nurses. Sri Lanka was RN Response before RN Response had a name. Those nurses were our pioneers. At one point, they set up a clinic in the middle of nowhere and people just began to arrive. Within a year, Hurricane Katrina hit. At the time, we received a lot of calls from nurses, and we were all watching in horror at what was happening, shocked that the local, state, and federal government were so poorly prepared for this disaster. So when Hurricane Katrina hit, our members and nurses all over were trying to get there and ran into nothing but bureaucracy. We navigated those channels at the direction of our elected RN leadership, told us, as an organization, let's see what we can do to get through that bureaucracy. We ran into the same level of bureaucracy, and we knew that the local, state, and federal government were paralyzed, essentially. And so we connected with the providers directly, the local providers, and they helped us get on the ground, and within a week we were there. What we learned was that, this was not just a natural disaster, but it was a man-made disaster in that there was such a lack of infrastructure in terms of health care, and many of the folks that we were helping had no health care whatsoever prior to the disaster and were especially vulnerable after the disaster.
I was so struck by the fact that we're not investing in public health infrastructure in this country. And so then, we need to be able to immediately mobilize and respond when a crisis happens. And our system is so broken that it's stretched to the limit on a regular daily basis. And then when we need to mobilize and get people help in much larger numbers, we can't.
People woke up one day and everything that they had is gone. And that in itself should tell everybody that could be them.
I can't imagine at this point in my life doing anything other than what I've chosen to do, which is nursing. Both at the direct care level, I love taking care of my patients, and at the end of the day, knowing that I've been able to make a difference in their lives. And I also am incredibly appreciative of what I've been able to do as a union nurse to be able to go address the bigger picture, the bigger political picture, to make it so that I could, at the bedside, take better care of people and hopefully change the world so that we can all get care that we need when we need it.
You know, what I think with this work is it puts us in touch with who we are as registered nurses and why we became nurses. And we became nurses because we knew that we could provide immediate relief.